Dear students, good morning. Today we will discuss sodium potassium pump. The main function of sodium potassium ATPase pump is to maintain resting potential so that the cells will be keeping in a state of a low concentration of sodium ions and high levels of potassium ions within the cell, that is intracellular. The sodium potassium pump mechanisms moves 3 sodium ions out and moves 2 potassium ions in, thus in total removing 1 positive charge carrier from the intracellular space. Potassium is found in higher concentration inside the neuron at rest. It moves freely across the neuronal membrane, so there is a tendency for potassium to move out of neuron down the concentration gradient. Thus, the negative environment inside the neuron tends to attract oppositely charged potassium ions. The cations, that is sodium and potassium, as such cannot pass through the lipid layer of the double-walled protein cell membrane, and the process called encapsulation. What is encapsulation? The action of enclosing something in. The encapsulation of metal ions facilitates their transport. The enclosed cations present in an organic lipid soluble surface called cavitants can pass through the cell membrane. Sodium ion concentration in the animal cell is 5 to 15 millimoles and potassium ion concentration is 100 to 140 millimoles. In the extracellular space, the situation being reversed, that is sodium is 100 to 140 millimoles and potassium is 5 to 15 millimoles. This is essentially needed for the survival of the cell and many other physiological functions as well. Sodium potassium ions and other gradients are required for the transmission of nerve impulse. They help in transport of amino acids, sugars, nucleotides and other substances. This figure shows sodium potassium ATPase pump for transport of 3 sodium ion out of cell for every 2 potassium into a cell against their gradient. Here we can say outside surface, cytosol, sodium binding sites and ATP converting into ADP plus inorganic phosphorus. Inside there are 2 potassium ions and 3 sodium ions are coming out. Potassium binding sites and there is a lipid layer. Next diagram is showing a model for the pumping cycle of sodium and potassium ATPase involving reversible sodium dependent phosphorylation and calcium dependent dephosphorylation of ATPase. These processes produce energy. Here we can see different stages: entering the sodium, enclosing the sodium, coming out of the sodium, and all the stages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. They also regulate the cell volume and the shape of the cell. High cellular potassium ion concentration is required for the optimal glycolysis and protein synthesis. Thus, up to 20 to 40% of the total metabolic energy of the cell is consumed in the maintenance of these ion ingredients. This energy consumption reaches up to 70% in a neural tissues. Sodium potassium pump. The energy to maintain high potassium ion concentration and low sodium ion concentration in the cytosol is provided by a protein in the cell membrane called sodium potassium ATPase or sodium potassium pump. The energy derived from ATPase causes the transport of sodium potassium ions from lower concentration to higher concentration. This is known as the active transport of the pump. The sodium present in the outside the cell cytoplasm, but potassium ions are found inside the cell. How the transport of sodium and potassium occurs through cell membrane, which is 70 angstrom thick. In 1950, the scientist J. Christian introduced the concept of sodium pump, which would maintain the difference between the concentration of sodium and potassium. Sodium pump, sodium potassium ATPase, sodium divided by potassium minus ATPase act as a sodium potassium pump. Cell membrane contains big size protein molecule which have sites for both sodium and potassium. How it works? The sodium potassium ATPase consists of 2 alpha beta subunits possessing cytoplasm and extracellular domains respectively. Each ATPase enzyme molecule binds sodium ion and hydrolyzes ATP to ADP on the cytoplasmic side of the membrane. To pump out 3 sodium ions out of the cell and 2 potassium ions are transported into the cell. Since there is a net movement of 1 positive charge outward per cycle, the sodium potassium pump is considered electrogenic in nature. Now what is electrogenic? Producing change in the electrical potential of a cell, that is known as the electrogenic. The net process can be represented as ATP plus H2O plus thrice sodium ion inside plus twice potassium ion outside gives ADP plus inorganic phosphorus plus water molecule plus 3 sodium ions outside and 2 potassium ion inside. The enzyme ATPase exists in 2 forms, E1 and E2. The E1 forms has affinity for sodium and ATP. It readily gets phosphorylated in the presence of magnesium 2 plus to form E1P carrying 3 occluded sodium ions. E1P changes to E2P having low affinity for sodium but high affinity for potassium. E2P therefore releases 3 ions and binds 2 potassium ions on the outside of the cell, giving rise to E2K+, which releases 2K+ ions in the interior of the cell. It has been shown that sodium and potassium ATPase in its E2P state is used by cardiac muscles. That's all for the today. Thank you.